starting on Apple TV with the return of a sci-fi series called Silo. And here's a clip.
You are the only one who has ever gone out and survived.
Truth does not come without cost.
The amount of panic if people found out.
Found out what?
How much time we have left.
So this is season 3. I really like this show because I actually do think we will end up living underground. But if you haven't watched any of it, the premise is it's kind of a dystopian sci-fi where 10,000 people are living in this massive silo underground, but they don't know why they're there, what happened. They've got no history, basically. All history has been erased. And it appears that anyone who goes outside just collapses and dies. Okay. So yeah, basically, if you've not watched seasons 1 and 2, you're going to need to go back and watch them because you won't have any idea. But yes, there will be some spoilers. So if you want to go back, then maybe switch off for the next bit. Season 2 finale, as fans will know. So Juliet, played by Rebecca Ferguson, she had managed to get out of the silo and she'd survived and she'd found loads of other silos. So that's like, wow, okay, we're getting some idea of what happened in the world that these people ended up underground. So yes, she came back and everyone was celebrating because she had survived, which must mean you can live in the outside world. But as soon as she comes back in, Tim Robbins, the great Tim Robbins, who plays the head of IT, confronts her in this. It's kind of almost like an airlock / incinerator, and it looks as if they're going to be burned to death. However, as we rejoin, well, she survived, thank goodness, because it would have been the end of the show, wouldn't it? So she survived, and she's now the new mayor, and she's like a hero. And she's there was going to be a rebellion, but everyone's calmed down. However, she's lost her memory. She's got this vague idea that she was going to come back and there was something she needed to do. And what that something was to be able to override this kind of fail-safe mechanism in the silo that could kill everyone. Anyway, I'll stop giving you lots of plot exposition. This is a great show. She is a brilliant lead. And, with people like Tim Robbins in it, it does cut, I suppose it flashes back to modern day America where something's happening. Something's going to trigger this event that will end up with kind of the surface being uninhabitable. So we're going to find out more about that. Will our hero get her memory back? Is Tim Robbins, did he survive the inferno? Who knows? But yeah, I'm already a big fan. Yeah, they're great stories. It's such a brilliant premise. And I mean, the sets, because they've got this silo just goes down so many floors and there's a spiral staircase. And they've created it so convincingly. And it's just got the whole world underground is they've got these relics which are forbidden of what from life before the silo, but you're not supposed to have them. And all their technology is quite old as well. But they're all being surveilled a bit 1984 style through these kind of hidden cameras. So yeah, it's a great show. I like it. I suspect this isn't really your kind of thing, Hannah.
Do you know what? It's not really. You're right. I'm not a huge fan of sci-fi, but there's something that's quite captivating about that. I think you mentioned at the beginning, the thought that perhaps we would all end up underground at some point, and there's a sense of when I watch this of claustrophobia. That I don't particularly like being on the tube. I use it, but it's that feeling of being trapped in, isn't it? And that's exactly what this feels like whilst you're watching, and that's quite telling of how good this is actually, because you feel that way just watching it in your sitting room. So I think that there are parts of this that are just, all of it is actually very, very clever. So no, whilst it's not kind of a genre that I absolutely love and something that I think, I must set out to watch that this evening, because I've watched it for this, actually it made me watch it, and I thought it was really very good. I mean, apart from the claustrophobia, the whole thing about the memory being erased, I mean, part of me thinks you would want severe memory loss actually to be able to survive in this weird kind of world that they're in. But then there's this sort of other layer, isn't there? Because, you know, is she getting her memory back and then being fed lies because other people don't want her memory to come back because this weird algorithm that's down there? And like you say, the steps and the twists and turns to get there, you can almost feel your chest tightening as you watch it. And I think that's testament to how well made it is. So whilst it's not for me in principle, actually I did watch it. I did enjoy what I've seen of it so far, and I think it's testament to how good it is that you feel this way when you watch it.